Very good morning, students. For this lecturing video session, I am going to solve a problem from the projections of plane surfaces. Let me just read out the question. A hexagonal plate of side 30 mm is resting on its corner on HP and the opposite corner on VP. The plate makes an angle of 60 degree with HP and 30 degree with VP. Draw its projections. So when you just read out the question, it says the plate makes some inclination with HP as well as VP. This is a special case problem. So just observe how I am going to draw it. So given data, the object here is a hexagonal plate. So object is a hexagon. Of side 30 mm. Is resting on its corner on HP and opposite corner on VP. So how it is resting? Resting on its corner on HP as well as the opposite corner on VP, right? HP with one corner with one of the corners on HP as well as the opposite corner is on VP. The opposite corner is on VP. The plate makes. So what does it mean? Plate makes. It means the surface or the plane or the lamina or the hexagonal plates makes an angle of 60 degree. That is nothing but the surface inclination. The surface is inclined to HP at 60 degree as well as 30 degree with VP as well as 30 degree with VP. Right? Draw its projection. There is no side inclination. Instead of it, this is a special condition has been given. Just observe carefully how it is resting. It's resting on one of its corner on HP and the opposite corner on VP. The plate makes an angle of 60 degree with HP and 30 degree with HP. So in this scenario, you can thus start considering any one of the surface inclination. Either you can choose 60 degree with HP or 30 degree with VP. Right? So if the plate makes an angle of 60 degree with HP, if you consider it, then this is how the corner is resting on HP. This is making 60 degree. When this angle becomes 0, you will get the true shape on HP. That is top view. That is one option. Second option, if the surface makes an angle of 30 degree with VP, in that scenario, it is making some inclination with VP. Corner is on the right hand side, right? If this 30 becomes 0, this is what you will get it. So here the true shape will be obtained on VP. That is the front view. So two way you can draw it. But in this case, I am going to choose this alone. Nothing wrong if you consider this and leaving this. Nothing wrong. But here I am going to consider one surface inclination, that is HP. Right? So the final position could be assume this is horizontal, the note as horizontal plane and the board as vertical plane. Now the object is tilted at an angle of 60 degree with the surface is making 60 degree with HP. This is how 60 degree, right? If it becomes 0, then you will see the true shape on HP. The second stage, it is 60 degree with HP. The third stage is something like this. It is been 30 degree with VP. So if you, the opposite corner, that is opposite corner is on VP. So if it's so, the automatically you will get, so if you look at in this manner, look at here, this is the final position, isn't it? One corner on HP and the other corner is on VP, right? If you look at in this angle, look at here, this is the vertical plane, this is making 30 degree with VP and this surface makes 60 degree with HP. This is how the position could be, right? So just follow how I am going to proceed the diagram. This is XY line, which represents the reference line or the ground line. There are three stages, isn't it? The stage 1 belongs to symbol position, and the stage 2 belongs to the surface inclination. Third stage belongs to edge inclination or special condition. Here is a special condition. Special conditions. Right. Where to start? Since I have consider the surface is inclined to HP. At the same time, you cannot even have both the surface inclined. So that's the reason I am just consider this surface is inclined to 60 degree. By doing so, you will get the true shape on HP. Here the condition is with one of the corner on HP. So corner should come on the right hand side. So this is how I need to draw. The corner should be kept on the right hand side. So in that scenario, let me just draw the side of 30 mm. Now take 30 mm in your compass, keeping at one end, cut an arc. Similarly, keeping at the extreme point and cut an arc. Now this is the center. Now without changing the radius of 30, keeping this as center, draw a circle, full circle. Right. Now this is 30 mm. Without changing the radius, what you have to do? You have to just cut an arc, and from the intersection point cut an arc, and from the intersection point cut an arc, and from the intersection point cut an arc. Now connect all the points which is traced on the circle by using the scale. Right. Now the corner is on the right hand side. Let me just give the naming for this. Starts from the left extreme. This is A, B, C, D, E and F. In order to get the front view, what you have to do is you have to just project the lines. This project us vertically, that should be perpendicular to the XY till it intersects the XY line. When you just project the B, it will pass through F. When you just project C, it will pass through E, D. These are vertical projectors. Now draw a line from the extreme point to the extreme point. You will get a straight line. So for the notation, you just look at from here. What are the corners are visible? When you look at from here, A, B, C, D are visible, E and F are invisible. This is how it is, right? It is A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D are visible and E and F are invisible. So you have to mark here, this is A dash, and this is B dash, and this is C dash, and this is D dash. What about E and F? See that E is right behind E, therefore within the bracket you need to consider, that is E. Look at here, F is right behind B, therefore F needs to be captured within the bracket. Now this is what the simple position. Next comes to the surface inclination, where it is been tilted at an angle of 60 degree, because I am considering the surface is inclined to 60, that is HP. Keeping at, assume this point, choose a point and keep your protractor in this manner and draw a line of 60 degree. Draw a line of 60 degree. Which point is resting here? D is resting here. So this point is nothing but D1 dash. This angle is 60 degree. Angle is 60 degree. Now measure the distance between A and D. Keeping at D, cut an arc. This is my A1 dash. Now measure the distance between D and C. From D, cut an arc. This becomes my C1 dash. Within the bracket, it is E1 dash. And from A, measure the distance between A and B, and keeping at A, cut an arc. This point becomes my B1 dash and F1 dash. Now draw the dark line. This is the object line. This is my object line. Then what about the front view? What about its front view? Just project all the vertical projectors vertically downwards. All the corners. Right. Now from the top view, project the horizontal line. Horizontal line. Now I got a box here. Right. I got a box here. Now what I have to do in order to get the top view, I need to see the intersection points. That is the horizontal projectors and vertical projectors. A, where is A? A are intersecting here. This becomes A1. B and B are intersecting here. This becomes B1. C and C are intersecting here, right? This becomes C1. D and D are intersecting here. This becomes D1. E, the horizontal projectors as well as the vertical projectors are intersecting here. This becomes E1. And F are intersecting here. This becomes F1. Now connect all the points A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A. So now you could see a skew shape of the object, that is hexagon. So when the angle with HP becomes 0, now the surface is parallel to HP. So you could see a true shape of this object. When the object is tilted with 60 degree with HP, when you look at from the top, you could see a skew shape of the object. That's what we got it here. Now let's move to the third stage, which belongs to edge inclination or special condition. Is there any edge inclination given? No. Instead, they have given some condition. What it says? Resting on one of corner on HP, the opposite corner is on VP. Opposite corner on VP. Now, which corner is resting here? D is resting here. The opposite corner is A. Right? A should be on VP. So now the condition is in this manner. Right? Now this is A, B, C, D, E, F. The opposite corner should be on VP. So this is what? The opposite corner is A. It should be kept in this manner. Right? So now just observe carefully. This opposite corner on VP, opposite corner is A should come on the XY line. So in order to transfer all the information, this skew shape of the hexagon on the XY line, what I am going to do is doing the boxing method. So naming this as 1, the corners, all the corners, there is a boundary, I am just mentioning here. So this is the box. So this box I have given 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the opposite corner, the resting corner is D. opposite of resting corner is A, this line 1 and 4 should be on the XY line. So this is how it is. It should be kept on in this manner. So measure the distance between 1 and 4. Assume this as 1. Measure 1 and 4. Right? Somewhere here this could be 4. So look at here. All the corners of the box are of 90 degree. So draw 90 degree line. Draw 90 degree line. Opposite of 4 is 3. Measure the distance between 4 and 3 in compass. Keeping at 4, cut an arc on the perpendicular line which is drawn from Roman letter 4. Similarly, from 1 to 2, measure it, which is opposite of, the 2 is opposite of the 1, right? From 1, cut an arc. This becomes 2. Now, this is the box. So, let me just connect this. So, now, this 1, 2, 3, 4, this box has been kept on the XY line. The opposite corner is A, the resting corner is D, right? Look at here. Is resting one of the corner on HP and the opposite corner on VP. Now one corner, that is D is on HP, A should be kept on VP. So measure the distance between 1 and A in a compass, and from 1 to A, this line. So this is between 1 and 4, right? The A is lying between 1 and 4. This point becomes A2. Now between 1 and 2, 2 points are there, B and C. Measure it from 1 to B, and from 1 to B cut an arc. This becomes B2. Now measure it from 2 to C, and keeping at 2 cut an arc. This becomes C2. Now between 2 and 3, D point is there. So measure it from 2 to D. 2 to D cut an arc. This becomes D2. Now between 4 and 3, 2 points are there, E and F. Now measure it from 3 to E in a compass, 3 to E, and cut it. This becomes E2. Now measure it from 4 to F in a compass, keeping at 4, cut an arc. This becomes F2. Now connect all the lines, A to B, the sides A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E to F, and F to A. This image has been transferred here, just reproduced here. Only thing is, the resting corner is D, opposite one A is kept on the XY line. Now the A corner is on VP, D is on HP. What about the final front view? We'll have to just simply project all the corners and all the corners vertically upwards. Projectors. Now from the front view, draw horizontal projectors. Horizontal projectors. So now this is the box which I obtained. So within the box only I am going to get the final front view of hexagon. Now I will have to do the mapping work or graphing work here to locate all the points, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. Look at the intersection point here. A point is here, A. That is the vertical projectors as well the horizontal projector are meeting here. This became A2 dash. And B horizontal and vertical. This becomes B2 dash. C and C are intersecting here. This becomes C2 dash. And D is on the XY line here. This becomes D2 dash. And E and E are intersecting here. This becomes E2 dash. F and F are intersecting here. F2 dash. Now draw all the sides, that is A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, and F to A. So what was the condition mentioned in the question? Resting on one of its corner on HP and the opposite corner on VP. Right? Look at here. D, that is what we kept on HP. D is on HP. And the opposite corner, which is A, which is resting on VP. So now it satisfy the condition mentioned here. So you have to pay attention what is being given here. You should not choose, you should not get confused here. If two surface inclinations are given, you will have to choose any one of this. If you have selected the surface inclination VP, you will get the true shape on VP. And the inclination could have been here, the surface inclined at 30 degree, the inclined line would have come on the HP. Right? So don't get confused. So start with where the surface is inclined. I have chosen here. So this is what the diagram I have obtained. That's the projections. Next, the dimension here, the side dimension is 30 mm, which is 30 mm. Filled arrows. And the surface is inclined 30 degree. What about the 60? What about the 60? So this is how the object, right? This is the object. Initially it was in this manner, that is simple position. Later it has been tilted 60 degree. Then it has been, the opposite corner has been kept on the VP. This is how. Now this makes an angle. This corner is making angle with VP, that is 30 degree, and this corner is making with 60 degree. So ultimately the surface that is with VP 30 degree and with HP 60 is obtained here. Next, what you have to do? You have to do the you have to mention the notes. All dimensions are in mm. Then scale, whatever your scale consider, whether it could be enlarged or reduced or true scale. See, as far as this diagram concerned, I have considered 1:1. That is a true scale, which you have to mention it here. With this, I have completed the projection which has been asked here. Hope you have all understood it. Thank you.